And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say.
Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your first and last read for the month of October. First and last is a style of read that I do where aces on top, tens on the bottom, and as we go into a new month, what's new and also what's ending. Very simple. I try to keep my concepts simple, keep it simple so that when the more complex ideas come through, it'll make sense because of positions, placements, all of that. Everything I do is strategic, even if I don't seem all that serious sometimes. On the top, we have the aces of each respective element, water, earth, fire, and air, representing the new ideas, new opportunities, new openings, things like that, or even renewal, depending on the context. And for the tens, culminations, conclusions, and endings, right? What does it all come down to? As a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. Because at times, it can get a little bit rough, depending on where the read goes. I wouldn't want to make any false guarantees. I'm not the type of reader who says, oh my gosh, everything's going to be fantastical, blah, blah, blah. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I would never do that on purpose. Right? I will never mislead you like that on purpose. That is not what I do as a reader. But I will sit with you, even through the tough things, and show you what I see on the board and have that conversation. Because at the end of the day, that's what tarot card reading is. So follow along with me today in this read, Cancer. And for your first and last, let's see what the cards say, okay? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for my Cancer, my crab people. We start off with the Ace of Cups in their read today. What is providing emotional fulfillment, the home element of water, for Cancer in this read? What are the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Cups for Cancer in their read today? To your Ace of Cups. Temperance, card Sagittarius. Okay, so after a long time, maybe accepting a process of peace, but ultimately feeling the change of the soul within. Strength, the card of Leo. Could be dealing with either sign, but that's not the entire purpose of it right now. Finding the fortitude within to say, yeah, I'm okay with things as they are. Four of Swords, a moment of respite and relaxation. Okay. Sometimes I am, in fact, good at my job. So, what do we got for my crab friends today? For Cancer, what I will say is that after a long time of effort, we're actually saying, I like it here. I'm comfortable where I am, who I am, but also the things I'm trying to mend, right? There's this element here of, yes, we've got a moment just to breathe and relax, but more than that, the things that we can fix and the things that we can do right, we will do right, right? This is one not only of, finding the strength of your own character, but also being able to say, I'm ready to mend fences. I'm ready to do the right thing in certain situations that need to be fixed. I'm okay now. That was even peaceful for me to say. I like that. I like that for you, Cancer. To just say, my fulfillment comes from being okay with me. That's a beautiful thing. To the Ace of Pentacles, show the cards that we need to see, please. Upon the Ace of Pentacles for Cancer in their read. First and last. What do we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Pentacles within this read? Okay, I'll take that. Page of Cups. Any others that want to come out like that? Ready, set, no. Okay. What are the other cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Pentacles for Cancer in their first and last read? Page of Swords. Okay. A little bit of observation here. And Eight of Wands. Okay. There we go. So, it's interesting that we balance such a direct and front-facing concept, again, that Eight of Wands, my apologies, Here defined by a bunch of firecrackers with a lit, what do you call it? Like you're striking the match, you're waiting for all these fireworks to go off. At least that's the depiction here in this deck. And then you have the page of swords and the page of cups. 2 pages. We're balancing big concepts on them right now, so that can be kind of tough to deal with. One is of observation, one is of base level happiness. In new opportunities, we're learning our voice again and saying, this is what I want and need, right? It feels almost overwhelming right now because of how many times we bit our tongue in regards to that. But new opportunities we're learning can only come our way when we're actually comfortable enough to say what we want and mean what we say. That's how I'm reading it in your read today, Cancer, is that, yeah, I'm learning every single day, and it had a lot to do with that internal fulfillment of now saying, no, this is what it has to be for me. I'm not trying to force you on it, but this is where I stand. This is where things gotta be for me. And me being comfortable and okay to vocalize that part even when I don't have all the words. Again, those are 2 pages balancing 8 wands at the same exact time, right? I'm trying to deal with direct communication. I know that's the best way to get to it. And for new opportunities afoot, I'm getting there. Because again, I'm trying to be okay. Ace of Wands. Reveal the Ace of Wands for Cancer in the read today. What is held upon the Ace of Wands for Cancer in the read? The cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Wands, first and last, October for Cancer. That's a break. Why are we breaking? What are the cards that we need to see, please? Why? What are we missing out with for that Ace of Wands? Okay. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer in the read. And sorry if I'm looking away from the camera right now. It was very, very bright earlier on today, and doing reads during that, along with the ring light, it, is making it kind of tough to look right now. So that's what's going on. To the Eight of Wands here, Queen of Swords. We feel empowered and emboldened to speak our mind right now. How so? 8 of Swords. And maybe that's what we're trying to directly address. Not simply the notion of coquettishness or the notion of I'm being shy, I'm being reserved, or I'm unintentionally coming off as flippant in that way, but rather, no, I'm establishing that me not vocalizing my problem is a problem. We're what does being okay look like? Okay, I get it. And 7 of Wands, guardedness. Okay. Whew. Yeah. What we've established as a cold hard fact is that this modus operandi that we've been, our MO of where we were getting things done in the past, that ain't helping us right now. We're finally coming around to saying, okay, me not saying what I need is only getting me things that I don't want. Right? We had it over here with the Ace of Pentacles where, okay, to get to the new opportunities, maybe I could be a little bit more, vocal. And now we're over here saying, yeah, this gotta go. Right? Big flip in attitude. Because eventually we had to say at one point, this ain't helping us anymore. The only person that can help me is me right now. And the thing that I need to work on in regards to helping me is vocalizing what helping me looks like. Okay, I get it. To the Ace of Swords. Reveal the Ace of Swords upon this read. What is significant of the Ace of Swords upon this read for Cancer? To the Ace of Swords, we see Hierophant, the card of Taurus, and so a new path is carved out, essentially, but knowing that if this is what I truly feel on the inside and I'm not wavering from it, then maybe there is value to that. 4 of Wands, the sanctity of relationship, or if not a relationship, then the sanctity of boundaries and how to set them properly. Again, repeated theme. We've already seen it. And the 5 of Wands. How do we do that? We engage with conflict. This is a very interesting take that we're having right now, Cancer, because at the end of the day, we're saying, hey, we got to talk about the rough stuff. We got to say, this is where we are and this is where we're going. Underneath it all, Wheel of Fortune spins in our favor. That which can change with time means all aspects can change eventually, right? To understand that, hey, this is where it was, but this is where it could be going. Now, what do I do with that? Those are questions for you to answer. Okay. Next, the tens. Going back to the home element of water. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer. Upon that 10 of cups. Oh, very pretty, but it didn't hit the table. If it doesn't hit the table, that's my policy. I do not take. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. Upon that 10 of cups. For Cancer and their reading. So in harmony, we seek the Wheel of Fortune popping out again. Okay. And maybe the way that I get to where I need to go is allowing things to change with time. Even the internal changes I feel in myself, accepting the fact that maybe those were supposed to happen. The Tower. Okay. Well, if we're going to break through, might as well break everything. We'll come back to that Tower in a second. King of Wands. Being able to persist and do the right thing, but also embrace all aspects of that journey. Right? Going back to the Tower here, let what needs to fall crumble. Right? This is a big breakthrough moment for you, Cancer. What I'm seeing again is that, I've waited for things to change, and things didn't change because I never said it. Okay, cool. Now we're moving over to what I need to change about my logic around it. Okay, once I vocalize, will that disturb the peace? Sure. Can't care about it anymore. This is what I really need. Boom, moving over here. This will be my new pathway. How do we, negotiate and exchange with that? The Wheel of Fortune has shown that I can push out of my shell little by little. Now over here, the final step, if something got to fall, let it fall. And that is a very interesting attitude. We went from kind of shy and reserved to, okay, boom. And what? Where are we going with that? And so the Tower, again, I will always stress and read, the Tower gets such a bad rap, but it's ultimately in our best interest, even if at the time it seems like it's terrible, because it's just so destructive and chaotic. And the reason being is trying to move the things out the way that you couldn't move just simply by yourself. That is a way of intervention. To the Ten of Pentacles. Reveal the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ten of Pentacles for Cancer in their read. What of the Ten of Pentacles here in this reading? Heartbreak. Three of Swords. Okay. Well, let's examine that for a second. The notion of being left behind. Five of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords. Okay, that's what it was trying to tell. Yeah, because I'm like, that feeling is there, but that's not the lesson. Here's why. In the grand scheme of what we want life, where we want life to go, and how life will reveal itself to work, we have to understand being in a state of observation while we feel abandoned and basically in a state of self-isolation when it comes to our grief and our pain, that ain't getting us where we want to go. Right? At the heart of the matter, being stuck in a state of observation, just ruminating with our thoughts, and it went from a marinade to a flat out burning on the skillet of saying, yeah, it's not helping me. It's not helping me just carrying all my internal thoughts with myself. It's not helping me to just say, hey, I'm going to sit here and be mad in the corner, because the corner ain't even helping me out, right? We're learning little by little that in the grand scheme of life and where we wanted to go, that isolating ourselves is going to create a feedback loop of us feeling left behind. Now, what do we do with that? Right? These are lessons to be learned, and we're getting it there little by little. As we remember our voice, we remember our choice. Ten of Wands. Reveal what is significant upon the Ten of Wands for Cancer in this read. To the Ten of Wands. I like this. I like this a lot. The burden now. Eight of Wands comes flying back out again. Direct communication. The burden is, now that we found our voice, what does that sound like? Justice, card of Libra. We are in Libra season now at time of recording. Beautiful thing to have, that the scales will eventually balance out if we put the proper amount of weight on them. If we show the universe, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where it's going, it will respond to us in kind. Here, the lesson being, how do we directly say what we want and need? Two of Swords. And again, a state of confusion right now, because as we learn what our voice sounds like, it may have been silent so long that we're kind of just familiar with it. That's okay. We may be a little bit unfamiliar. We may feel like, ooh, is that what I really think? Am I doing this right? Guess what? There's going to be some rough patches along that road. We're remembering something that we forgot a long time ago. Who we are. Ten of Swords. Reveal the Ten of Swords upon this read. What defines Ten of Swords upon the read for Cancer today? So sharp conclusions are had. We start right back, with the first card that we pulled, Temperance. Here, kind of represented by a bartender, but same thing, the mixer, the waymaker. Understanding that things will eventually change with time. That I don't have to be stuck in, feeling isolated and alone, and that my voice will perpetually stay unheard. The Empress, the highest evolution of the self. How do I get there? I try. I vocalize what I need to build my kingdom. Yes, there will be love. Yes, there will be trial and tribulation. But above all, there will be me, and I will make my throne pretty. The Sun. And happiness, therefore, is my burden to create. And a beautiful burden that is Cancer. Underneath it all, Page of Pentacles, the willingness to try. And it may not seem like a lot right now, but, as long as we can toe dip, as long as we can say, hey, I did something different. I drove a different route today. I actually sent that email. I sent that text. Actually, I did something different now. And I'm okay with trying different now. Okay, got it. Define the major arcana strewn across the table, as there are a lot for Cancer in their first and last read today. We look now first to Temperance. What is significant of the healing of the soul that changes with time? Show us cards and see, please. Define across the board. We start here with Temperance. The card is Sagittarius. Oh, that's a break. Almost there. Don't need to worry about it. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer in their read? Boom. Ten of Swords. And what we thought was an inevitable and painful truth, it actually gets easier with time. Again, all things can change if we allow them to. Any others to this method? Okay, no. One more. Boom. To Strength. Seven of Pentacles. And so, the reason why we're finding our voice within, because we're trying to accept the process as is. Nobody's gonna know what I need until I vocalize my own needs. It would be nice if I thought that everybody could be a mind reader, but even as your tarot card reader, Cancer, I can't do that. I see what the cards show me, right? I pick up what you're putting down. And so accepting all this process of wanting to make my life easier for myself, I need to be very direct and very vocal about my own needs. And there's nothing wrong with that. Next, we have the Hierophant. Four of Cups. Okay. And the truth of the matter, the reason why I pursue is because for the longest time, I have been happy. I've not been happy with the way things have been going. I've been biting my tongue on things where I probably should have told you a piece of my mind. I've been very reserved in ways that were not conducive for my betterment. Now to get that to change, I can't blame you because you were operating from whatever space you were working at. I got to blame me and say, okay, what can I change little by little to make that thing happen? Next, I saw the Tower first. The Tower, the Five of Pentacles. There we go. Okay. And so the notion of being left behind, oh no, we're not leaving our voice behind from anything anymore. And the Five of Pentacles also appeared over here, by the way, very close to each other. Five of Pentacles here, if I'm saying I'm harmonizing to a new and better me, a new and better everything that I want for myself, yeah, let that lightning strike. Again, a complete attitudinal shift from here, and the voices got louder and louder and louder until it just belted to the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Cups. A base level hope, but hope nonetheless that we remember the good things. That we're not just, retreating into our shell. We're not just, waiting for things to change around us, but the optimism that change can come in a multitude of forms. And here, Cancer is saying, maybe it started with me. Okay, next, we have Justice, the card of Libra, Two of Swords. Okay. It doesn't always have to be the best written essay in the first time you write it, right? Sometimes the burden that we carry is presenting the best version of ourselves even when we don't have all the good answers. That's okay. Things will work out the more that we try because we learn. Let's go. I saw this first. To Temperance over here. Queen of Pentacles. Getting comfortable with a new healed self. What does that tangibly look like? Next. I saw the Empress first. Six of Swords. Moving towards a better and more developed and more productive self. Here saying, no, there's no point in me silencing my voice on the things that I need. I'm not regressing. And Ace of Wands, because I want the best for me. And I need you to hear that. Okay. Resolution, reveal cards of resolution for Cancer upon their read. What is held in the space of resolution for Cancer upon their journey today? Great card, but again, unless it's a table. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer and resolution of their read. The resolution we hold. Queen of Swords. And what I know now is not just a mere passing thought, it's an undeniable truth. To get to where I need to go, to get what I want, I have to actually say it out loud. Let me trust in my voice. Page of Pentacles. And yeah, maybe whispering right now, it may be very quiet, but it's going to be louder and louder and louder and louder and louder until I recognize what I sound like again. Underneath it all, Three of Swords. The notion of heartbreak and remorse, but this time in a different spin of what can we change to make it all better. Here's what I see in your read today, Cancer. Somebody got their groove back. Somebody's getting their voice back. And somebody's also learning that, hey, me being mad in a corner ain't helping nobody, especially not me. So what we're going to do with that? Ultimately, across the read, we're learning what our voice sounds like again. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's going to be a rough journey because we're not used to affirming what we need and or want. But the more we can do that and be successful little by little, bit by bit, we also allow ourselves a space to breathe, the space to grow, and a space to actually experience life we think we deserve, right? Long story short, that's what I got in your read today, Cancer. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, for my crab people, we have our claws, and we also have our voice. Thank you for coming to the table today. I'll see you around.